Hey, what's going on, everybody? Anthony Conklin here, coming to you live from Greenwich, Connecticut. Hanging out in the Starbucks, just having my coffee here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm a 25-year corporate American guy. I messed that up. I'm 25 years in corporate America, 27 years in entertainment, and I'm here to talk to you about a really cool topic that I've been reading up on, and I'm taking this from Brian Tracy, so I'm going to give credit where credit's due. And it's really 4 steps to becoming a public speaker. Now, people would probably look at this topic and say, well, yeah, it's pretty simple, but give me something else I can chew off on. But I think this is a really cool topic. I'm going to make this a quick stream for you so you can go back and listen to it again, go through the replay again, and really pick up these 4 quick steps. I'm going to give you a 5th one as a bonus, so make sure you stick around for that. I am a motivational, transformational speaker. Again, my name is Anthony Conklin. I spent 25 years in corporate America, 27 years in the entertainment space. I've had the amazing opportunity to work with people from the New York Yankees, the New York Knicks, and I've also had an amazing opportunity to work with actor Richard Gere, and had the opportunity to interview my mentor, my virtual mentor in life, and someone on my bucket list, Tony Robbins. And you can check out that interview on YouTube. If you do a search for Anthony Conklin and Tony Robbins, you'll see the interview, and I'll give you some steps on how I secured that interview. So I just wanted to let you know that before we get started, becoming a public speaker is pretty exciting, especially if you really enjoy speaking to people. And what I've learned, just give you a quick story, what I learned is becoming a speaker is I get to tell people great stories about what I've been through, and I can share them with other people. But being a public speaker has a very big responsibility. Your responsibility is to make sure that you're accurate, that you're specific, that your stories are relevant, and there are a couple of other things as well. But those are the top 3 that I know as a speaker. Being an MC for 27 years, I know that that's really important. So I just want to thank all of you for taking a minute to join me here. So let me go through the 4 steps that I've learned from Brian Tracy on how to be a public speaker. Number 1 is start where you are. Now, what that means is you want to look in your area, look within your neighborhood, look within your county, in your district, in your state. Find other people who are professional speakers. Find out where they've been speaking. Find out what topics they talk about, just to give you an idea of what the public speaking space is about. So if you've never been on stage before, if you've never been in the public speaking realm, you want to get to know other speakers and see what they've done and find out things that they've worked on to help them become successful. Okay. Number 2 is you want to pick a topic that you want people to really know about. So if you're really good at social media, digital marketing strategy, if you're really good at web design, or if you're good at professional speaking or business coaching, or if you're good at personal coaching, or if you're really good at fitness, or you have an amazing product that you want to sell, you want to pick that topic that you know really well, and you want to study it. You want to study it to a point where you can let people know that, hey, this is what I do, this is my experience, and this is what I've done really well at. So if those of you that are attorneys, you want to maybe speak about a specific topic that you practice. So make sure you check out my friend Mitch Jackson, who you can find him at Mitch Jackson. He does great live streams. He has a great show called The Show.live, and he talks about different types of topics, but he focuses around the legal space. And one thing he likes to talk about is distracted driving. So that's his specialty. So he'll talk about law and a particular topic. So find your topic. Find the topic that resonates with you, that you know you can speak about literally just by closing your eyes and talking about it. Okay, number 3. Once you understand your topic and you've been able to study it. Now there's a lot of other steps that go in between number 3 and number 4, but going back to number 3 real quick, is that your topic, you need to know that topic so well that if people ask you questions, you're going to be able to pull out an answer or pull a reference to an answer. So number 3 is really important. Okay, number 4 is get paid to speak. Now, you're probably saying, wait, I'm going to go from getting to know people and then picking a topic, I'm going to get paid right away? That sounds great. Not going to happen. You're probably not going to get paid the first couple of times that you speak. So here's my suggestion. You want to get paid to speak, but what you don't want to do, okay. Thanks, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comment. So you're eventually going to get paid to speak over time, but what you need to do is you need to start reaching out to associations, Rotary clubs, Kiwanis clubs, local groups that you're a member of, either BNIs or other networking groups, and say, listen, I'm looking to get into the speaking space. Here's a topic I really know well. I know I can add some value. If I can get 15 minutes on your stage, I'd love to speak with you. And tell them, and here's a little bonus tip for you, tell them that I'm doing my speaking for free as part of my marketing efforts. So instead of telling people I'll speak for free, tell them that I'm going to speak for free as part of my marketing efforts. And that gives people the opportunity to say, okay, well, he probably gets paid to speak, but he's doing this for free because he wants to do more marketing. And it's great. And the best part about that is when you dig a little deeper is when you do a free speech, you're going to have the ability to set up your iPhone or set up your iPad and you can record it. And once you record it, you have your content and there's your social proof. So number 4 is get paid to speak. Okay? And then number 4A is that you offer your speeches for free in your workshops. Okay? So you offer speeches for your workshops. Go to universities, go to colleges, go to local high schools, go to your house of worship, go to the local flea markets. Is that what you do is you want to offer your speeches for free, and again, letting them know you're doing it as part of a marketing effort. Brian Tracy talks about his speaking. He said he gave 300 free speeches, 300, before he got paid for his first one. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take you 300 speeches to get to your first paid speech, but just know that you're probably going to speak, it could be a dozen times, it could be 20, 25 times, but know that your next speech, you're going to click in, and you're absolutely going to get paid for that. And once you get paid to speak, then you're on your journey to becoming a full-time, fully employed, paid speaker, and that's how you get to becoming a full-time speaker. So let me go over those steps one more time, everyone. Okay, the first one is start where you are. You want to start, find out who's in your neighborhood, who's a speaker that you know, like, and trust, or a speaker that you admire, that you aspire to be. Study them, watch their videos, read their books. Pick up a book called How to Be a Motivational Speaker. It's a great book. I've read it. I think it's great. I think you should read it. There's another book I would advise you to pick up. It's called TED Talks, and it talks to you about how to create a TED Talk, and it's all based on specific strategies that have been practiced. So if you ever hear a TED, it's TED, TED Talks, and I'll put that comment in the video afterwards. And start to really research on who those motivational speakers, who those public speakers are that you like to be around, that you aspire to become. Me, I aspire to be better than Tony Robbins. I aspire to be better than John Maxwell. I aspire to be better than a Simon Sinek. I aspire to be better than these speakers. Not that I want to push them out of the way, but I want to be better because I want to be better for myself. And me aspiring to be like them and around them helps me to be a better speaker. So that's number 1. Number 2, pick a subject that you know people want to hear about. Again, if you're an expert in live streaming, you should go out there to your local BNI group and say, hey, listen, I'm an expert, or I have a lot of knowledge in the live streaming space, and here are my credentials. Here's what I've worked on. Here are samples of my live videos. I'd love to come speak to your team for 15 minutes, or speak to your association, or even speaking at a networking breakfast and say, hey, listen, I want to speak to you for 15 minutes and give you some nuggets, or as Frank Salas would say, give you some diamonds on live streaming and what it does. Okay, so pick your topic, know it well, make sure when you speak, people ask questions, you're going to be able to get an answer. Okay, number 3, offer your speeches for free to small workshops. Again, Brian Tracy did 300 free speeches before he got paid for one. Now, Brian Tracy has been in the speaking industry for many, many years. He's been in the speaking industry for more than most speakers. I think him and Tony Robbins have been in the speaking space for probably about the same time, and John Maxwell. But you look at some of these other speakers. Brian Tracy's been speaking for almost as many years as some of these people have been alive. Right, so a lot of my friends are out there, or a lot of my colleagues, or a lot of my friends that are speakers should look at these speakers as guides to really become the best that you can be. But remember, you're going to have to speak for free, offer to speak for free, because you want to get the marketing space. Okay, and then eventually you're going to get paid. Okay, I switched those two numbers around. So number 4 is getting paid. You want to get paid. Eventually you're going to get paid, but the first time you get paid, you have already set forth your trajectory to become a full-time paid speaker. Now I'm going to give you a little bonus here on once you get paid to be a speaker, how to go after speaking fees and how to get the right fee. And I was told this by a speaker. Her name is Connie Podesta. So Connie, if you're ever watching this, I credit this to you. Make sure you check her out. Connie Podesta is a motivational speaker, and she told me this on a phone call recently. She says you want to take a poll of the audience, and you want to ask the event planners. Well, you want to ask the event planners to poll the audience and say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable is your audience? 1 being not so valuable, and 10 being massively valuable. And if they turn around and tell you, well, they're probably an 8 or a 9, then you want to charge 8 or a 9 fee, meaning you want to have an experienced motivational speaker who knows that topic really well, who's going to bring massive value to an 8 or 9 audience. And I thought that was a brilliant way of combating all these comments about, well, we don't have budgets for speakers, well, we can't afford speakers. Well, listen, if you're paying $40,000 for a speaker and they can't pay you, well, then you're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side of the speaking picking, or you're not asking the questions of the event planner. So again, number 5, which is a bonus, and thank you again to Connie Podesta for this input, is ask the event planner to give you feedback on who the audience is. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, they're either brand new and green and they don't know anything, and 10 being these people are critical to our company. They generate massive amounts of revenue. You want to have, if they come back and say it's an 8 or a 9, then you say, well, then you have an 8 or a 9 speaker, and I'm an 8, 9, and 10 speaker, and these are my fees. And never round your fees down to $99.99, like $99.99 or $49.99. Make it $5,000, make it $10,000, make it $15,000, and stand very strong on your speaking fees. I'm going to have another live stream, guys, about how to get your fees when you speak when they say we don't have a budget for speakers. I'm going to do that real soon. But I hope this was helpful, guys. And if you're trying to be a motivational speaker or a public speaker, you can do it. And the best way to start is know your story really well. Know the topic that you want to speak about really well. You don't have to know it 10 times more than someone else. You're going to have to know it a little bit more than someone else. But I would say get out there, know your topic, and get people to know you. Post videos on live streaming, post up on social media, go visit your local associations, your Rotary clubs, and your Kiwanis clubs. Get out there, because the first step into getting your first speaking engagement is to get yourself known and get yourself out there and promote yourself. Guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, my name is Anthony Conklin. I'm a motivational and transformational keynote speaker. I spent 25 years in corporate America and 27 years in the entertainment space, and I've been here for 35 minutes at Starbucks. As you can tell, people are grabbing their stuff back here. You can find me at anthonyjconklin.com. I'm also at Anthony J. Conklin everywhere. I'm on Twitter, also on Facebook. I am streaming live from my Facebook account, and I hope you guys check the replay. And if there's somebody that you think would find any value here, please pass this on. Please pass on to somebody who you think really needs help in understanding what the speaking space is about and trying to get started. And to my fellow speakers who have joined here today, thank you so very much. Thank you, Greg Walker, for your comments. Great. Make sure you check out Greg Walker. He's an amazing guy. He's a great speaker. He knows his stuff really well. But check me out at anthonyjconklin.com. Send me a message. I am a speaker. I'd love to come speak to your organization, whether it be college, universities, sales teams, associations, speaking to young entrepreneurs and millennials. I'd love to come out and give you the diamonds that you need to take your life to the next level by connecting your passion and purpose and building a bridge called Why. And remember, before you go to bed tonight, look in the mirror and say these words. You have greatness within you. You have something very special in you, in the words of Les Brown. Have yourself a fantastic night. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.